G'day. It is Monday night, it's a bit late for me. It's getting close to 12 o'clock, so we're about to tick over to Tuesday, which is strength and habits. So maybe I'll reflect on today and focus on intentions for tomorrow. But this video will probably turn up unedited because my editing team has gone to bed. I think if you haven't, get to bed, guys and girls. I've been asked to make this video on behalf of someone in our team, and I won't name names, and I don't do that. A lot of the stuff that I do is behind closed doors, and they reached out to me and asked if I would post a video about this topic, and I believe it's in relation to a Girls on podcast or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen it before or listened to it, so I hope I do it justice. And I'm assuming thank you very much, because this person's impressed with your message, but still a little bit confused. And maybe I can explain that in a slightly different way, and how I work very closely with these people in real life, because we're about being more social. That's our charity. Not many people have heard about it because it's me out on the streets of the Gold Coast on Surfers Paradise Promenade with our therapy dog, Pippi, and we walk up and down helping people smile. Man, woman, child, even dogs, birds, you name it. There's no discrimination here. So we wanted to discuss masculine and feminine energy and core needs. And you may have heard them. A guy by the name of Anthony Robbins. He's pretty famous in the space that I sort of deliver my message from. It's quite similar, but he allows us to share that message because he didn't actually invent it or write it. He believes it's been in existence for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And it's the difference between these energies. So it's obviously women tend to have a lot more feminine energy, but they still have masculine energy, and men have a lot more masculine energy and they lack feminine energy, but they still have it. So we're all human beings. We all have these balances or imbalances of both masculine and feminine energy. Now, we've got resources and tools that can articulate this a lot better than I can. So I want to say reciting. It's not word for word. I don't read off teleprompters. I can do this with my eyes closed and explain it the way it goes, because I've lived and breathed this, and I believe I have a balance of masculine and feminine energy, and I'm learning and I'm getting better at it every day. But it's around acceptance and understanding. So my understanding, because I am a man, you can see I haven't shaved for a couple of days. It's Monday. Yeah, in the normal world, you shave first thing Monday morning because most people go to work. But I've retired from business and we're setting up this charity and we have a lot of fun. But I digress. I get off topic quite easily. So understanding, I understand men very well because I am one. I understand women, but just as importantly, I accept that they are different, and I'll never truly understand or be able to accept what it feels like to be a woman because I'm a man. But I can understand and accept my feminine energy, and I can be curious and ask women if they can explain to me so I can accept more and understand more. And that's what's beautiful about talking to this person. Well, there's confusion there, even around whether they're a person or not. They're really questioning who they are. And I try and I share guidance, I suppose. I like to give, but that insinuates that I want something in return. And yes, I do get great pleasure out of helping others, and they help me. So when I'm asking them, what does it mean? What does it feel like to you? I'm learning, I'm tapping into that feminine energy because I want to accept them for who they are. And I'm wondering, are they confused when listening to your podcast or listening to a bloke's podcast? Are they confused because they understand in some sense, they accept in some sense, but then their energies are imbalanced? And I'm wondering, from a woman's podcast, are you understanding what other blokes are saying? And then I wonder, are those blokes accepting what the women are saying? Because the team here, they've sort of, we discuss things. There's no hierarchy, there's no who's in charge. It's just one for all, we're all for one, and we share with each other. There's no division, there's no grading. So our training program is all about sharing from each other, whether you're 15 years old or 51 years old like I am, because there's so much in this world that I don't know about, like social media. It didn't exist when I was born. It didn't exist when I was a teenager. But when I was a teenager, I grew up at a time where a bloke would jump on TV and say, just say g'day. And there were ads like Keep Australia Beautiful. And there was Life Be In It. And that's what I got to experience. And I share that with the whole team. And they share with me social media and how to edit videos and how to use software. And it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman or a boy or a girl or someone who doesn't know, because I accept it and I understand it. Well, sort of, the best that I can, because I'm curious and I ask questions and I learn. And is this helping? I don't know. I'm talking into a camera. I haven't seen any comments or don't get many responses online because I'm not a social media king. I'm not an influencer. Well, I am in my own way, because I share my knowledge and my understanding. And yes, I have those pieces of paper. I've got degrees in psychological science. I've been a life coach for over 10 years and a business coach for even longer, and a trainer and a teacher and a mentor at universities. So I've got all those credentials that academia loves. But what people don't know is that academia didn't want me. They didn't understand my message. And yes, as I think about it, the Dean of Studies was a woman. So it would make sense that she doesn't understand my message. She probably accepted it, but she had to follow the rules. And the rules were that I wrote an ironic blog post about the new form of AI. And this is going back a few years when AI just came out. And I'm an early adopter and I love jumping in the deep end. I love making mistakes. It's just, I grew up at a time when we were punished for making mistakes. And I was punished by the church and I was punished by other things, and I've overcome my trauma. And if you've seen me on Facebook on my personal account, I did a really, well, what people say, a brave thing by admitting what I've gone through over the last few years. And it's just surfaced about the death of my father, the bullying, the church treating me the way they did, the school system, going to an all-boys school, not knowing how to talk to girls, my mates always getting the good-looking girls, and then they get to know me and they wonder, what are they doing with those guys? Why aren't they with me? And then I feel like, I was second best. But the girls didn't understand me. I accepted that. I understood it. I just couldn't articulate it because I was young and naive and I was a boy who was crying out for help. But the women didn't understand me and the boys didn't accept me. It made a lot of sense. Well, it does now, because I understand this. I can articulate it better. I do it in person. I do it much, much better in person because I believe in energy. So if I had my team here beside me, we'd be buzzing. And I'm shaking now, just feeling the sense of energy. And people sort of say, oh, here we go, the energy thing. But if you understand and accept it, you know where we're coming from. Energy is a feeling, and women understand feelings better than men. And I talk about what that means when you're a teenager and you go through puberty. Men go through it their way, or boys wanting to become men, and girls do it their way, wanting to become women. The boys want to let go of mum's hand and run across that road, where the girls want to hold on to mummy's hand and stay with her where it's safe. That's acceptance, that's understanding. I just question when someone comes to me from our team and openly can confidently say to me, what's going on with me? And I say, I'm not sure, but I accept you and I understand you. How can I help? And maybe I'm meant to be here to ask, how can I help you? Is there some way you need more acceptance, or do you need more understanding, or do you need to be able to understand someone else more? So I'm reaching out to you. I'd love to do it in person. I have no idea who you are, what your names are. I don't know what the podcast is. I'm openly admitting that. I don't have any shame or any ill will towards anyone. I believe everyone's equal, as long as you ask if you can help in any way. So I will. I stand right before you saying, how can I help? Because my motto is be more social. Can you see that? Simply say g'day. And I think that's the first step to making Australia happy again and being a place that I grew up in the 80s, as much as the torment. Yeah, the lights are flickering. It's that time of the night. It's amazing. It's just a light. It's electricity. It's power. But it's not energy, because we get energy from the sun. And I can't wait for the sun to come up in the morning. It's only a few hours away. So it's really, really cool. Tomorrow we're strengthening habits, or today, because I'm recording, I can't tell the time, and I just moved studios, so there's not a clock on the wall behind the camera, so I can't tell what time it is. So I'm either strengthening my habits right now, or I'm clarifying the purpose. And the purpose of Be More Social is to save teenage lives, boys and girls, and the purpose of strengthening habits is to build and develop stronger habits so we can focus on our purpose of saving teenage lives. Hope that makes sense. You know where to find me. I think this post, I think they're going to put the link in the post thing or whatever it is, the comments section or something like that. So they asked me to do it straight away because they're really excited. They want to post it before Tuesday or before strengthening habits, or maybe I'm meant to say, no, leave it till Tuesday morning and let it sit. But when we get excited, we want to jump straight in the deep end. And if it's a mistake, so be it. We're meant to make mistakes, and we love mistakes because we learn from them. So anyway, all the best. Bye for now. See ya.